Yeah, KK, I'm a study of religion, I'm a study of electrical engineering, and I'm a study of atomic structure. And like I told you, man, to be more positive than negative, right, is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, holy with spirit, all of all will ever know or be, right? It's to state that all things in body of atom matter evolved to state a good to the truth of God. Their shape, form, and mass from the inside out 360 degrees. That's the absolute bigger and better, being more positive than anything negative in your life. Okay? It's the substance, durability, and solidness. It's the value and volume and density of all things, shape, form, and mass of atoms crossing in body. Did you know that every time you walk, right, your bones create electricity in your body that feeds your cells? It sure do. And I'll tell you something else, KK. If you plug a plug into the wall, right, anything positive about that plug better outweigh anything negative about it, because if not, you could possibly burn your house down and won't have enough energy to sustain, right? Mm-hmm. But as long as that positive outweighs anything negative about that plug, right, there's zero chance your house will burn down or you won't have enough energy to sustain. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay. Well, your body's the same way. As long as you always do more positive than anything negative about you, right, your stated good as truth. There's zero chance you'll burn out or won't have enough energy to sustain. You understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Adam, he was a man, and if he would have only crossed Eve more positive than anything negative, that'd been the reality of Cain and Abel, right? That'd be the standard of the world. But because he didn't, he took on faith, okay? And faith says that all things negative are bad, evil, and sinful. And because of that, they stay emotionally bound because they don't know that all that stuff's just negative. They have to do more positive than that. And because of it, it snakes our matter and it eventually kills us, you see, because wherever you don't know that you got to do more positive than negative, you're just negative of it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what happens is on the inside of our atoms, right, are protons and neutrons, and on the outside is electron field. Everything that isn't you, right, puts off its own energy. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And depending on how you absorb that energy, either more positive or more negative, is depending on how it makes you feel. Either good as truth or good for nothing of you. You see what I'm saying? Just negative to you. And see, the protons inside of you are the opposite polarity of a neutron. They're two up quarks, one down quark, and that neutron's two down quarks, one up quark. Well, as long as the protons overwhelm any negative charge of the neutrons, right? Mm-hmm. Your body and the matter of it is stated good because the neutrons are the soul and the matter of you. And that's why you're always craving to do more positive than negative. But if you don't have that articulation because you think it's just a good and bad world, right, then again, you're just bound by that emotionally. So in reality, right, when that proton can't overwhelm any negative charge of the neutron, because a neutron can't sustain its own matter. I mean, if it gets hit with too much negativity, it becomes radioactive in anybody, anywhere. It causes electrons to come out, all kinds of crazy stuff, and it mutates your matter, and this is what causes you to grow old and die, KK. But to make a long story short, right, if that proton outweighs any negative charge of that neutron, wherever that matter is stated with your bonding atoms, you're stated good. And wherever it's not, from the mind through the body to the world, right, is the bad, evil, sinful way of it. See, anywhere on the planet, it's not stated only more positive than negative. Through mankind, it's just negative of it. You see what I'm saying? It's the neutral nothing. And when you cross negative with negativity with the faith of you, because no faith is lasting good as truth, so it always crisscrosses negative of it. It's a bias on it, right? You cause your matter to become snaked with this negative charge, more negative than positive. And you can feel it wherever it's at. You'll know it's there. People say they can't feel it. That's just because they're not in tune with it. But it causes you to become a she-he shafting snake on your matter, you see? the devil of it. To cross negative with negativity is the devil of all things. Just like to cross good at the peak of all things good is the God of them. Even if you are an atheist, you'd be like, oh man, that's good, that's God. You hear what I'm saying? And that can only be stated more positive than negative. But when you crisscross negative with negativity, it incarnates the she, he, shaft, and devil. And what happens is it mutates your matter through the neutrons of you. And eventually you grow old, or through extremes, you age out and die, okay? And if you don't know that from the time you're born to the time you die, you're just living to die. You understand that, right, KK? Because you're not always bringing yourself back more positive than anything negative in your life to keep your life good. It's like this video right here, man. You gotta keep your character more positive than negative, or you'll die, right? Be no good as truth. See, that's why we like the games where you can't die. You hear what I'm trying to tell you? And this is what you're doing with your life. You're making it to where you suffer it and you can't die of it. And you can only cross bigger and better always by having this knowledge. But without this knowledge, this world is lost. You hear what I'm trying to tell you, Kay? And it's a sad state of affairs, and that's why I do everything I can to help the world to be a bigger, better place. You can't get rid of anything negative, right, by being more negative with it. It doesn't work that way. It just grows negativity. You have to be a more positive, enlightened person out. Good as truth. See, nobody wants to fight with that. Nobody wants to war with that. Nobody wants to have any extremes with that. And you do it through your logic. You don't do it any other way. You do it through using your mind to make more positive, calculated decisions from the inside out, 360 degrees, than negative. And it doesn't mean you won't be blindsided with negativity. It just means you won't state the negative. Meaning, once you're done being blindsided, a fool over it, right? You go do something more positive with yourself. And if you do, you'll always be good as truth. And that negativity will crisscross to the absolute of all things negative, nothing. You hear me? But if not, you're a Shiva shaft on yourself. You're a he shaft of a snake god devil. Y'all way of faith. Y'all the Bath of faith. You see these articulations of the garden. They're all one same. They're Shiva shafting the world. And what happens is this destroyer God, he destroys the world of you from the inside out at 360 degrees. Because he's supposed to be the neutral Godhead of the Hindus, but he's not. He's not neutral at all. There's nothing neutral. Either you're more positive than anything negative about you here and now, or you're not. This is how you're stated here and now. The only way you can be here and now. It's the only way facts are established here and now. You see, a fact is only established like this, K-Boo, right? More positive, good as the truth of God of it than anything negative about it. You see what I'm saying? From the inside out, 360 degrees. That's what makes something a fact, and that's what makes it lasting. Now, anything good is only stated more positive, right? From the inside out, 360 degrees, right? As a fact of it, the good truth of it, right? Anything truth is only stated more positive than anything negative. Good as the truth of it, as a fact of it. You see? And this is how you establish yourself when you state more positive than anything negative. All that stuff comes to the reality check of you, right? More positive than anything negative about it. Good as the truth of God of you, as a fact of God check of you. See, I say a fact of God check, but God is only more positive than anything negative about him, or it wouldn't be no kind of God, would he? No. And that's why you know that Shiva is a shafting snake god devil, because everything he embodies it to one nothing of him or it here and now. That's how it works, you see. The devil of you, right, will take you to an abyss, a hell. And I'll tell you about this abyss. Outside of an atom, a neutron can't stabilize its own energy, so it becomes slightly radioactive without being more protonic. And when it bonds with more neutrons and makes neutron stars, KK, right? When they become unstable with this negative erratic energy, they pulsate, and then they collapse into a black hole abyss. Well, that's what you do with your body, man, right? When you don't overwhelm the negatives of you, more positive always, right? You Shiva shaft your matter. You he shaft, right, with this snake god devil. And it causes all that you are, right, to become a devil on yourself, a he shafting devil on yourself. And it's a whole bunch of nonsense, because in reality that's how negativity works in all things. It's a he shaft of their matter. Either their matter stays more positive or their matter stays more negative. And if it's more negative, it's with the devil shells of it. No other way. You hear me? So always be more positive than negative, KK. I love you, man.